Hello students, welcome to another video on political science from the House of Notebook. We will discuss about the chapter Understanding Marginalization. Let me ask you a question before we start today's lesson. We often see kids working as helps in our locality or neighborhood, sometimes in the local tea shop, car shop or any other place whatsoever. Do we treat them the way we treat others? Honestly, no. Often, these children come from backward sections of the society or even from slums. They lack education and in most of the times are deprived of the basic amenities of life. The society has unfortunately positioned them differently, excluding them from the mainstream. And this is where exactly the concept of marginalization comes into picture. Marginalization is the behavioral outcome of civilized human societies to exclude or discard people and their opportunities and means for survival. The marginalized sections are denied even the fundamental rights, resulting in a depleted social and economic status. Economic, social, cultural and political threads of deprival factors are webbed together to corner the marginalized segment. So as we understand that certain communities are marginalized in the society. A section of the community like Adivasis or minorities in a social group are examples to cite. Now, who are these Adivasis? The Adivasis, also known as the tribal people, are the original inhabitants of India. Adi meaning beginning, origin, and Vasin from Vas to dwell meaning dweller. They inhabited places like hills, forests, and dry plateau regions. Do you know the percentage of Adivasi population in India? Around 8% of India's population is Adivasi, and they are not a homogeneous population. Let me share an interesting fact with you now. You must have studied in your geography lesson that places like Jamshedpur, Bokaro, Rourkela, or even Bhilai are the most important mining and industrial areas in India. Interestingly, these are the Adivasi areas. Did you know that there are over 500 different Adivasi groups in India? A few important tribes among them are Bhil, Gond, Santhals, Munda, Kasi, Garo, etc. States like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, and West Bengal, and the northeastern states like Assam, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, and Tripura are primarily Adivasi areas. If we go back to history, Adivasis are the original inhabitants of India. India was mostly covered by forests till the late 19th century, and the Adivasis have been living a very developed life since then, with all the humanitarian upliftment in all spheres. As the Adivasis have less hierarchy among them, they are distinctly marked different from the communities that were formed on the basis of Jati Varna principles. This is quite commendable, isn't it? The Jati refers to a community who were engaged in a specific profession or trade, while Varna system was developed to classify a person on the basis of his characteristics or attributes. However, with the passage of time, the Varna system was degenerated and developed into a defamed caste system. Have you heard of religions that are different from Hinduism, Islam, or Christianity? Well, then let me tell you all about tribal religions as practiced by the Adivasis. The religious practice of Adivasis include the worship of ancestors, village, and nature spirits. Nature spirits involve the worship of mountain spirits, river spirits, animal spirits, etc. This is understandably a very scientific way of worship or meditation, keeping oneself aligned to nature. Tribal religions are also heavily influenced by Shakta, Buddhist, Vaishnav, Bhakta, and Christianity. A considerable number of Adivasis converted themselves into Christianity during the 19th century, and in effect, Christianity has become a very integral part of the religious life of any Adivasi clan. Several dominant religions like the Jagannath cult of Odisha and Shakti and Tantric traditions in Bengal and Assam are also being influenced by the Adivasi religions. And the Adivasi languages are also quite interesting. The tribal community have their own languages, possibly as old as Sanskrit. Interestingly, these languages have influenced the development of the mainstream languages in India, such as Bengali. You must have seen Adivasis' performance in television or in your school functions. Can you recollect their appearances and their unique apparels? They're always showcased as individuals wearing colorful costumes, heavy ornaments, headgears, and by their typical dance form. Lack of knowledge about the reality of their lives have actually convinced people to think of them as a community which is primitive, exotic, and backward. Such delusion has led people discriminate against them, forgetting their rich culture and livelihood in actual sense. We shall learn how Adivasis and other minority groups in India were marginalized or excluded from the society in our second part of the video. Until then, happy learning.